Total contrast to what you actually saw. What was shown there was exactly what not to be done. To start with, the that is why we had the simulation theater in the police training academy, where you have different videos with scenarios so officers will know how to operate. That's one. And obviously it's not being done with these officers. Two, the officers obviously are not properly trained in armed conflict. Had there been a situation, an individual in the back of that vehicle with an assault weapon, all three of them would be dead, because when it says you have to look at cover from view, cover from fire. They just came out in the open pell mell, and that means they left themselves totally open to being riddled. So it showed their bad type of training. You're supposed to get behind the vehicle, you point your weapon, you give the warning, tell persons come out with your hands up. You don't just go out in the open unless, of course, you knew for a fact that these individuals did not have firearms. That is two. Three, the minimum use of force policy obviously went out the window, because listening to the comments again by Commissioner Guerrero, it shows the man's total ignorance in understanding law enforcement. And I could understand that. He was middle management. He was in special branch, so he has never been heavily involved in minimum use of force policy, community policing, international best practice, public perception. So he doesn't understand those things. So when he made the comment, well, you all just saw the final part of the video and you all didn't see what happened before. I can't believe any police service commissioner is supposed to remove this individual immediately until he gets proper training. That has nothing to do with what happens at the time. So in other words, had these individuals thrown hand grenades, use a bazooka, whatever, and then they escape, and then they are unarmed, you cannot have vengeance and go back to what took place before to justify shooting at them now. The only time you could shoot at individuals is if your life is under threat or someone's life is under threat. The police now, the onus is on them to show how it is these two individuals with one hand being in the air, how it is that your lives were under threat at that time to justify firing. So that is what minimum use of force policy is. So for the commissioner saying, well, you all didn't see the car chase, that doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with it. It is probably one of the dumbest comments ever heard by a commissioner of police in this country.